We're ready? All right, we're ready. Hey, how's everyone doing? All right. So, welcome to CircleCityCon number 2. Thank you all for being here today. We, this year has been, those of you that came last year, you saw where we were last year. It was put together kind of on a shoestring, piss and vinegar, et cetera, et cetera. And now we've grown it to this. We've seen over double our attendance this year, added a lot of new things to the event horizon, and hopefully everyone will have a great time today. So thank you all very, very much for coming. We appreciate it and can't do it without any of you. This is our alpaca. This is our official mascot of CircleCityCon, created by Ms. Batts here. I love the alpaca. Finrear is how we pronounce the name. So she got the name. Since she made the alpaca, she got to name the alpaca. That was her condition. That's why we have an alpaca, not a llama. All right, conference guidelines. Listen to the not red lanyards, red shirts. Hey, that's what we get for not changing things right. Listen to the red shirts. Someone in a red shirt that has a alpaca that says staff on it, listen to them. All right, or those that should have them on and have radios instead because for whatever reason they haven't put their shirts on. And Johnny hasn't either, but listen to Johnny. Well, don't listen to Johnny. That's just a recipe for disaster. Don't be a jerk. You all know the rules. Don't be a jerk. Everyone have a good time. That's our goal. That's our goal here. 3, 2, 1. Remember the rule of 3, 2, 1, please. All right. I'm going to say that. 3, 2, 1 rule. For those that don't know, 3 hours of sleep a day, 2 meals a day, and the most important thing, at least 1 shower. No.
Remember, kids, only you can fight con-funk.
Yeah, we don't like smelly people, so please shower, for the love of God. That work? No, take a shower.
That does not work.
Yeah, take a shower. And then ask permission to take pictures before you take them. Common rule. We do have a photographer this year. Tim, are you in the? Yeah, Tim in the back there. Tim's our official photographer, so if he takes your picture and you don't want to be in the picture, just let him know. But he is given permission to take pictures. Otherwise, anyone else that wants to take them with their phone or anything like that, please just ask permission first. All right. Other safety stuff for Mr. Ape over here.
So for those of you who don't know or remember, because you're still kind of hungover, I'm Grape Ape. I wanted to say a couple of things. Since we have Hack for Kids, this is a little bit different environment than normal. So we have to be a little bit more sensitive to things like the cell phone usage. So please, let's be vigilant about that. I know we're probably all guilty at some point or another of checking email in the bathroom. Let's try to cut down on that just to minimize risk and exposure and uncomfortability and have a good time, right? One thing I do want to point out, the guys down here on the floor, the people down here on the floor, this is our security team. It's kind of confusing because we're all red shirts because we're all kind of watching. But if something happens, these are the ones that we're going to be sending most likely to resolve any immediate issues. However, like Bear said, if you have any problems, any concerns, anything that doesn't look right, find any red shirt, and they will get you to the appropriate channels. Otherwise, have fun, and please, 3, 2, 1, right?
All right. For those that don't know me, and I just realized I didn't introduce myself, I'm Dr. Bearsek. So, again, welcome. Yeah. Don't need to clap. It's okay. Had a lot of people here that helped make this possible. All the red shirts that you see in the room, again, volunteers helping the day of, staff that's been doing it from the start. If you're on staff, you've been working this for months and months, just raise your hands, stand up, etc.
Okay.
Give these people a round of applause.
Yeah.
This thing doesn't get done without these people, and it's some hours out there. Anyone that runs a con knows this and works with staff on a con. It is a lot of hours that are unpaid, that will just push you and push you and push you, but ultimately the thanks is in the final product that we get and the enjoyment that you guys get. So I'd like to personally thank all the staff this year for all the great work that they did and help in building this conference. So thank you all very, very much. Day of Volunteers, I want to thank you all as well. We appreciate it very, very much. Without you guys, things would not be running smooth. We'd not be able to support the conference in the way that it needs to be supported. So again, thank you guys as well. We appreciate everything you all are doing today. So thank you there. And of course, want to thank all our attendees, because without you, this really isn't possible. Be a bunch of us in an empty room. So thank you all for attending this year. We really do appreciate your support. All right. Yeah, you can applaud yourself. So I'm going to try to keep this as brief as possible because, well, frankly, if you have to choose between me speaking and Psydragon speaking, that's an easy decision on who's the much more entertaining speaker. And it's not me. So, talks. We have 3 talk tracks this year. This is where we're at today. It's one big track. We will be going until probably around 7:30. When a little bit later, when we had the opportunity to get Psydragon here to do a talk. So that will be going to late. That'll be going till late today. Tomorrow, it's going to get divided up into 3 tracks, and there'll be track 1, 2, and 3. There's electronic signs outside of all of the speaker track rooms, and it will tell you what talk is at what hour. And then Sunday morning, we'll be, again, split into 3 tracks until lunchtime, and then we come back for our final keynote by, is Vis in here? Ah, there he is. By Vis over here, who's stepping in to help give the closing keynote, and then we'll do closing ceremonies right after that. So that's the plan with talks for this year. Training classes. So who signed up for training this year? A lot of you. Wow. All right, so just by applause, who loves the concept of having 20 training classes as part of the conference? All right. So God knows I'd love to take the credit for that idea. God knows I'd love to do it. However, it was not my idea. So I'm at DEF CON this year, and I'm talking to, a fairly good friend of mine, one very talented man that I love to death. And this guy looks at me and goes, dude, I had the best time at Circle City. It was fantastic. I'm like, yeah, we had a great time. We're talking about adding a few more things here. He's like, dude, what you need to do is you need to do as many trainings as possible and keep them free as part of the event. I stop, and I look at him and go, that's the best idea I've ever heard. It's fantastic. So that's what we did. 20 training classes this year, all taught by the community, by wonderful people, including my favorite one, not to call favors, but Mr. Jack Daniels, Better Living. Oh, well, sure. I mean, Better Living Through Chemistry. That's Better Living Through Chemistry. Hey, it's a drinking class with Jack Daniels. There's nothing better than that. So the training classes, though, here, that idea, I'd like to thank Mr. Rance here. Give him a round of applause, please. Seriously, one of the best ideas that I've heard for a conference. I absolutely loved it, and we've taken it, helped make it our own, and really hope we will continue to see that year in and year out here. So thank you, Rance. Villages. We have Lockpick Village, Standard Lockpick Village. These are all in Grand 4, as well as the Hackerspace Club Siberia. We have the Hack for Kids, which Dave Schwartzbro, Hail with Hands over here runs. Hack for Kids will be starting tomorrow and Sunday over across the hallway in Senate 1, 2, and 3. If you have kids that want to sign up for the workshops, the sign-ups are at registration. They are on a first-come, first-served basis, so please sign up, be there on time. If you're not on time, your place will get given away. Yeah, you need to have a laptop, and the laptop needs to be ready. There's information on the Hack for Kids site, which is linked from our website. We also have ham radio exams this year. If you haven't done, you want to get your ham radio license, those will be on Sunday. So you need a $15 fee, but it's, again, walk-in, you don't need any reservations. So I highly encourage you. There's a Intro to Ham class that I think still has a couple of openings left that you can do tomorrow evening. And then Kat Sweets, Kat, are you in here? I don't see Kat. Kat is actually running the ham radio exam. She's also doing a talk tomorrow on ham radio. So if you're interested, great talk to attend and or train that or the training and learn a little bit more about everything. And then Doffler will be up at some point. Again, just kind of surfing watching people surf the web in here, done by Mr. Steve McGrath. Big round of applause, by the way, for Steve McGrath, who designed our retro website. And he was up late along with our networking team who were working diligently to get everything up and running. Steve's also working on their design for next year's software as well. So really talented individual, and looking forward to seeing the new tools. So that'll be up in the in Grand 4, which is where all the villages are. Also in Grand 4 is the Capture the Flag competition. We have an exciting new theme this year, which actually gives some hints on some future news for Circle City. So go ahead and go try it. All kinds of different things: file analysis, lock picking, OSN, social engineering. That's going to start later this afternoon to this evening. So the main area for the main area is going to be in Grand 4. However, as far as I know, it's all going to be online based. So you'll be able to play it after hours in your room or wherever you want to do it out in the hallway. So a lot of good time. If you've never done Capture the Flag, I highly recommend going and enjoying it. It's really a fun competition, a fun thing to do. And some of the stuff on there is just pure evil, from what I've been hearing. CircleCityCon supports several charities. We're going to have some I have some buckets out for people to put money into. We also, those of you that are taking training, will get some poker chips. If you haven't gotten your poker chip yet, starting tomorrow morning, if you could come to registration, and they'll look up your name and give you a poker chip for putting in the different buckets. So this year, each poker chip's worth $5, and that's, for those of you that did training, your registration fee. That's where that's going towards. So that's one of the reasons we charged it, was to help raise money for the various charities we're supporting. So some of the charities we're supporting this year are Hack for Kids, which we already talked about, Cancer Research Institute, EFF, Hackers for Charity, which is also Eddie Mize over here is doing artwork in the Grand 4 as well. The purchases of that artwork will go towards HFC. And then finally, the Trevor Project, those of you who aren't familiar with, helps suicide prevention and crisis intervention for LGBT teenagers, LGBTQ teenagers. So great, all of these are great organizations. We did, especially looking at some of we really wanted to do it because of some of the stuff that happened earlier in the year. We really wanted to do a LGBTQ charity. And because we have many friends that are affected by cancer, we wanted to also do a cancer charity. And these are two of the best out there. They have some of the lowest amount of money that goes towards administration fees. So most of the money goes towards the actual good works and deeds that they're trying to do. So any way that you can help. We're also going to have a raffle that's going to be going on. It's going to raise money for charity as well. There's a really cool quilt that may or may not be part of the CTF. That'll be showing soon, and that will be raffled off along with some other prizes as well, including for those of you, hey, who hasn't gotten a DerbyCon ticket that wants to get one? So there'll be some DerbyCon tickets that are going to be raffled prizes on that. So I highly recommend, if you need one, buying a ticket. It's going to be one of your best ways to be able to get one. Yeah, they can put it into they can put it in. Oh, Hack for Kids also has some, we'll have some stuff for sale in the Hack for Kids room, some light up Lego kits, right? Yeah, light up Lego kits, some t-shirts as well to help raise money. So. All right, night events. Night events, our bar is going to be open in the lobby, as well as Capitol 1 and 2, which is our party room. It's downstairs. It's going to be open from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. Sure. I'll let Johnny talk about the different events that we're going to have here.
You made me a slide and everything.
I did.
I'm fancy.
Awesome.
Yeah. So let's see what we're doing today. Yeah. Hi guys. I'm Johnny Christmas. It's a hint for everybody who's here today. If you're doing the CTF, remember who I am. Not going to say any more on that. So we got some really cool stuff that I lined up that I'm actually, honestly, personally excited about. First off, we got a really awesome last-minute guy who tried his darndest to get out here and made it, and that's DJ Rance, who's going to be opening our music. Who here's seen Rance perform before? You got like a huge fan club here. That's pretty good,
Despite
right?
United's best attempts to prevent him from getting here yesterday.
Yeah. I just got excited. I wanted to announce him early.
Yeah, well, the other hours sucked and you were complaining, so I gave you the best hours for it. Sorry, go ahead, Joy. About right.
All of these entertainers are all divas. Before the music starts, though, we're doing some really cool games, kind of like around the dinner hour, maybe post-dinner for you. Tonight, we're doing a really cool game called Whose Slide Is It Anyway? Where that's where we pull a bunch of people out of the audience if you want to come perform, and you get 5 minutes and 5 random PowerPoint slides, and you have to give a presentation on it. And they're often incredibly weird and fun and funny, and it's a really good time, especially if somebody had dinner down at the bar and then came to play. It's a great time. Tomorrow night, we're going to be doing Hacker Jeopardy, but a version of it I made called Old School Hacker Jeopardy, where all of the hacking questions are like pre-1997, like pre-ubiquitous internet. And so I think that'd be really cool because we've got these 2 generations here. We've got the really young kids and these really, really old guys. And so
you and I are in that same category, sadly.
Oh, I'm 26. Yeah, what adult wears cat ears around? Yeah, right, I'm 26 in Hex.
Had at least a couple decades worth of 26 birthdays there.
So once the games wrap up, we're going to have Rance come on and warm you guys up. We're going to open the bars up, have everybody. Let's give it up for the open bars we're having. What cons do you go to that have an open bar?
Try to steal our thunder.
What cons east of the Mississippi?
It is open.
Raise your hands.
It's open bar until the bar tab runs out. Once that happens, we're sponsored tonight for about the first hour or 2 by Veronis. So if you see the Veronis guys, thank them very much.
Yeah, give it up for them. Come on.
Yeah, give them up.
They're buying you all a drink.
So we're gonna be doing that, or we're gonna have that, and once our tab runs out, then they'll go to a cash bar. To get free drinks, you have to have your badge. You can get it at the lobby bar as well as in here.
Do I get 4 times the free drinks?
Wow.
Yeah, I couldn't get the attendee one because I'm disqualified because I'm staff.
So just show them your badge, though. They know the badges, and that's how they're doing the drinks. Yeah. So if you don't have it, you don't get a drink, or unless you pay for it.
Also in the ballroom where all of these events are going on, starting around 5 o'clock, they should start getting here. We're going to have free open play arcade games set up around the ballroom. You can go in whenever you want, play some arcade games. That should be really cool and fun. And they're going to be going all night while the music is going and everything. So after Rance warms up the crowd, tonight we've got a really cool pair called The Adventures of Dwayne and Brando. Anyone heard of them before? Nice. They're a really cool pair of guys who do a lot of video game themed kind of rap rock music, but they do it with a video backing for every song. That's all hacked up video game video that goes along with all the songs. It's really cool. It's really a sight to just watch. It's very visual. They're really awesome, really cool.
Bear can't PowerPoint properly.
What's that?
So apparently Bear can't PowerPoint properly.
I don't. Anything you do is always more than I ever expected, and that means I'm always proud of you, and that's the best compliment I've ever given.
It's been a long day. What can I say?
We work together. And so after the Adventures of Dwayne and Brando, we're going to bring DJ Sci-Fi and Triptych out to do an after party starting about midnight. And she does some really cool everything industrial, everything post-goth, like just really cool dance music. She's putting together a special set just for CircleCityCon. There's going to be some video involved. One item of note, it's going to get a bit 18 and over. So we ask that post midnight.
Well, you can. So keep it simple. If you have a kid under 18, they need to be accompanied by an adult.
That's it. It's not going to get crazy. It's going to get a bit adult, and that's fine.
And bring your ID. You will be carded. If you are going to drink, you need to have your ID on you. They will be carding you. Yeah. Even Jack. Even Jack.
And so then for Saturday night, we're doing it all again. We're going to do Hacker Jeopardy Saturday night. And by the way, whose slide is tonight? Hacker Jeopardy is just tomorrow night. We're going to bring Rance out again. He's doing 2 nights of sets for us. And then our headliner is MC Frontalot.
Woo! Oops.
MC Frontalot, I've been talking to him all day. He's super excited to be here. You may see him wandering around the con today, but he's performing tomorrow. He's going to go on at 11, and then DJ Sci-Fi and Triptych are going to come out again and do another 2-hour set for you guys tomorrow night. And so this is just going to be crazy. It's going to be insane in there from like 8 o'clock on. So thank you guys for coming. Hope to see you at all the entertainment, and give it back to Bear.
Cool, big. All right. So last but not least, we couldn't do this without the sponsors, and sponsors have been just a huge help, huge supporters of our conference. These are some of our biggest sponsors. Rook Security, who was a platinum sponsor this year. We had OriNet, who's providing the internet service this year for us. Fidelis Cybersecurity, Trusted Sec and Binary Defense Systems, Purelist and Zipiter. And then our party sponsors for tonight, which is Red Leg, who also employs myself, Johnny, and SOB doing the CTF, so lots of love for them as well. So just give the sponsors a round of applause. The numerous other sponsors out there, please go out, visit their booths, say hi. Some of them are doing drawings for various prizes. Please go out there and just help support them and introduce yourselves. And a lot of them are just actually some fun people to talk to. So I recommend just expanding your horizons. Those that were out with us last night got to meet some of them, and I think had a great time. So again, help show them your support, please. All right. So I told you I'd be brief because you sure as hell don't want to hear me talk. So, sir, if you want to come up here, please. Give him a few minutes to get ready.